Before I go, there is one thing I'd like. Do you have a recent case? A case, say, in the last year or two that might be of interest public, the feature story along with the article. Something a little, with a lot of excitement. You know how those are.
Well, this dance hall racket might interest you.
Dance hall racket.
Long story. If you've got the time, I can...
Well, I've got the time. Can I hear the story?
Helen, bring me in the dance hall racket. Dance hall racket might interest you.
Something a little, with a lot of excitement. You know how those are. Some story. Thanks a lot for the story, Inspector. I'm sure we got enough.
Hey, Johnny, well, I guess it's time to put our songs away for another day and to say so long to all you nice people out there.
Hi, Ginger. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're just going to get started because, yeah, I have no real reason to delay because I was slow to start stream due to a general feeling of, wait, what the hell do I even stream? Because I didn't want to go play Judgment despite on the schedule because that's just not the mood for tonight. Hang on, where's the stupid? I have decided that despite saying like, nope, we're done with this, we are just going to leave, I want to be stubborn and go do the rest of the assassination contracts in this area, because knowing my luck, it's just going to be one, and like a little bit more money is always a good thing. I forgot how much of the income you get is either from doing side quests or just going and like doing all the random stuff, or getting lost and fighting the guard for like a half hour as the chest at Montergioni refills itself. Yeah, there. I've been doing better. It's been one of those things. I hope that you're doing well, and like, no problem for the chat. I like supporting people who I know stream and are cool. Yeah, like, it's been, I think I've just been like burned out for a good amount of time, because like today I did absolutely nothing all day. Like I just sat on the couch and like played either Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which, by the way, absolutely fantastic game. They really did a good job with the feeling of like, all right, this is pulp adventure, we're just gonna do that, to the point that you kind of forget that by structure and how it works, it's a immersive sim. It's just one that has a very restricted combat that still feels really satisfying, because about half of the time I spent trying to do things like knock someone out with a scrub brush or just grab whatever the most random assortment of stuff I could find was and hit people with it. Very good system. But yeah, like, I've been extremely tired and just haven't had the energy to stream, or like a consistent headache and eyes unfocusing for a good chunk of the day. And like, rest help, but it's also getting to the point where I'm getting annoyed that I'm not streaming, and then getting oh, hey, the dude. The dude has a head start. The dude is stuck. I don't know what happened there. I'm trying to do Indiana Jones inputs. This is always the struggle. Do they die if I push them off there? I hope so. Oh, Venice is going to be even more fun, because when you push people off, it'll most likely be on a canal. That worked. All right. Hey, you guys seem cool. But yeah, so tired, doing better, wanted to stream, so yeah. I should probably just stubbornly make whatever the next game there's another Assassin's contract. How many people do I kill? How many people? I feel like absolutely every one of these contracts, I haven't been reading them because I've been under just the mindset of I don't really want to play a game I have to think about. I just kind of want to talk in general for like a couple hours and see where stream of consciousness takes us. Hey, Butterfly, thanks for the check-in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, shoot. Internet's actually stable.
MT Butterfly Fox is first over the fence.
Being first.
Watch out for Easy Raider patrols.
Alright. But yeah, I haven't been reading the little blurb, but I'm pretty sure, like, all of these have just been somebody important is traveling through this area to get to either Florence or Venice. This is the most middle of nowhere piece of shit town in Italy. Make sure that they die at the equivalent of a Holiday Inn. They going to work? Oh yeah, best of luck at work. Hopefully you don't have a lot to do on the week of Christmas, or like you have a good amount of time off, because like it sucks. Just in general, both working on the week of, because yeah, there's nothing to do, but there's also really nothing to do, which is great if it's the type of job where you can just kind of like bring something with and like pack a Switch or something portable and just kind of do whatever until you can leave. But if it's something where there's supervision and an annoying presupposition that you will be able to find something to do and do something practical, then it's just like, come on. Because that's honestly a big reason why I took today and tomorrow off. Like, I get the rest of the week off, but it's just like there's not much for me to do but wait for stuff, and I'll get just about the same done if I come in or not. Oh, yeah. God, hang on. I want to see what the map's like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is just as much information revealed now that I got that viewpoint as there was before I revealed that viewpoint. Because I know kind of why games after from Origins on ended up being a bit flatter. That's a dude on the roof. Still trying to find the puzzle here, but I have no idea where it is. And it's honestly not the dev team's fault. Oh, come on. You got hit with a horse once and now you want to kill me? Just shape up. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm just here on business. Why did that? That was not the right thing equipped. Wait. Can I? Oh. I thought I could. Hang on. How do I thought I could grab and bounce that dude, that heavy guy, off of the lighthouse into the water. Oh, it's not. Okay, so it's ankle deep there, but they're dumb as hell. And now I'm in the dock. I think I am both unassailable, but also unbeatable, because I can't get out. Oh, there we go. How do you fix questionable game engine physics? By adding even more questionable game engine physics to let you glitch out of an area the same way you glitched in. It's simple math. Hold up. I think I know how to get this guy. Yeah, what the hell was I talking about? Hey, dude. Oh, that is always incredible. Hey, Mega. You alive? Yeah, game it. Oh yeah, the why every game after Origins sucks. Because I don't think I've finished this thought on stream after a point. Because like the reason is that not sure you. Oh, I'm not alive. Not dead either. Just does not matter. Is he all the way up there? Like got all the way. Oh, this is just a grill. There we go. But it's because largely they got stuck from either a storyline point of view or from things like executives saying like, hey, Vikings are really popular because there's this show called Vikings on like, I don't even know what it was on. Go do Vikings. Like, all right, fine. We'll do Vikings because that's what you told us to do. And then you look around and there's no dense urban populations anywhere that Vikings are doing interesting things. Or it's like ancient Egypt. You got to do ancient Egypt. I was like, Rome. Honestly, from what I've seen of Origins, having it set in Rome would be more interesting and also closer to this. But the problem is that they couldn't do ancient Rome because they did Renaissance Rome. and because of how these games are with how much they... Wait, there's assassin contracts here? Well, that's mildly easier to get to than on top of the church. But like in order to... The way that these maps are work with them wanting to be somewhat accurate to history, it's going to have the same... It's going to have the exact same landmarks. It has to have the same landmarks because that's entirely what they do. But it's just going to look better than the semi-ruins or whatever they're using. Like, anything they do will just end up being... I think it was Brotherhood. Yep. There he is. Oh, I can't be detected. That's lame. Could have said it in Roma and be all about tomatoes. Oh, technically. Well, except at that point, they want to make it advance their meta plot, and they could do something involving tomatoes. Like, I am sure there are multiple excellent nonsense political story. Actually, it'd have to... Hang on. Tomatoes first in Europe. Yeah. So the problem with that is that tomatoes are a new world crop. Like they didn't exist in Europe until 1500s. Like 16th century, so I think you could get something workable there. Oh, come on. I hit... Seriously? The roof? No, you're not. You're not too young to die. What? What do you mean that isn't done? Oh, you're planning on streaming? Because... Well, I'm going to be streaming for about 3 hours, so... Probably around 10 Central? Good luck with bouncing. I didn't know metal was that rubbery. We've tried this so many times, they've downgraded our horse from white to brown. Wonder what the next color upgrade is, or downgrade is. It's not, but oh, good luck with that. Don't die, or do. I'm not your boss. All right. Why am I here? Because fuck. Ow. Right. How does that work out? How does it work out that I can that I can throw several knights or several knives? I was thinking about still trying to throw that brute off of the lighthouse. Oh, hey, I was right. This one is gray. They are mocking me. Well, thank you very much, game. But how can I throw several knives directly at this dude? Nobody notices. Actually walk up there to stab him once. And then that's a problem. Oh, and these are upgraded to Venice guards now. Which means they take... Oh, come on! Well, I think I now know a better approach. It seems like he's always on the back left of there, so I'm just going to ride up and just cut him down. Yep, still getting downgraded. This one's black now. I wonder if it'll loop around again. Yeah, there's something funny about any games where you're supposed to be nominally stealthy, but aside from auto-fail conditions, they don't actually care.
Move along.
Yeah. What? Okay, now I'm just confused. Was I just not in the restricted area? The game doesn't make sense. Yeah, whenever a game lets you nominally... Oh, hey, it did a underflow back to white. To be nominally stealthy, but it's actually kind of easier. But it does let you, like, actually pick your approach. Because I feel like games like Metal Gear Solid don't actually let you pick your approach. Like, it says you do, that you can. But in the end of the day, the sheer penalty and narrative guilt that the game puts onto you for, like, you know, actually killing people. Yeah, we're doing this somewhat cautious. Get over here. There we go.
Break his neck.
I'm just going to climb all the way up and, like, plunge off the tower. Oh, right, there's... It's honestly kind of stupid because the architecture starts popping up in Flory. Like, I think... Wait, it's even dumber because you can jump to, like, overhanging awnings, but you can't jump up to a higher ledge. You have to learn that skill in Venice. Okay, where is he? Come on, let me drop assassinate. What is the... Why does it only sometimes immediately desynchronize me and sometimes not until, by all by all accounts of the game logic itself, I haven't been detected until the moment I stabbed the guy. Ah, well. Time. So I think I have a foolproof plan. I think what I figured out is it only desynchronizes me if I'm actively inside or in line of sight of that dude. So, here's the plan.
Your carcass will feed the pies this
We
night.
get
God be with you, friend.
noticed out here.
Oh, stop it. Let's end this.
And then we just counter kill everyone.
Aspetti il permesso del capitano.
Come on.
Around the side. Now.
Because they can't... The guards can't see us. The game doesn't recognize that we're in the area that needs to be auto-failed if we got detected in. Sure, we're notorious, but this is Flory. Who the fuck cares if we're notorious there? This is the most exciting thing that'll happen to them until Katerina Savora gets her fortress taken. And even then, that is the only interesting thing that has evidently ever happened in Flory. Alright. And then you're a problem, but you're inside the radius. But now. So he's just walking around in there, protected by a dude.
Raju, you won't run away.
We just have to make sure we're not actively being targeted. And eventually he'll get close enough.
Holy Father, protect me. The devil grows bold.
Poor tangled mass of flesh.
For that.
Jesus, spare me!
See, no stealth mission is ever designed smart enough in a game that lets you be aggressive to not be completed by being batshit insanely aggressive. If anything, it takes more skill, or at least knowledge, to do these in a fun way than to do them in the right way. And oh, thank God we can finally fuck off and go to Vembis. Oh wait. First, we punch some dude. The beatdown events are fun because it's just punching someone who deserves it in the face.
And I'm stuck with the bastard. Please make him feel my displeasure.
Although I'm pretty... Most of these are like of the form of some woman's husband or lover or boyfriend or whatever is being unfaithful and cheating on them. Which on one hand, as good reason to punch someone. Like don't cheat on your significant other. On the other hand, I forgot I had the hidden blade equipped. I wonder if she would be okay with this. Like it seemed like she didn't really like the guy. Like she said in her own words, she was stuck with him. I think we did a good thing there. I think that is someone who will not be missed. So I have a glass of eggnog, so if you hear unprecedented slurping, that's me trying to get the last of the nog out of the glass and into my mouth because that boy is thick. That is not the first time I've accidentally punched the woman that they were with as well. Wait, is that... who are these random women? No, wait, that guy, it's a dude. There's a beard. They just kind of joined in.
I swear. Shame!
Yeah, get Get out of here. Let me loot this thing. On the bright side, there's no guards out here, but there's also no possible way for me to reduce my notoriety to a sensible amount. And just re-equip the knives, because, yeah. Oh! Hey, a way to reduce my notoriety by a sensible amount. There's nothing more fun than reducing how much you are feared and known by the citizenry than by doing things that causes a crowd of people to freak out and run away because you just, even if they deserved it, you just stabbed a man in broad daylight. Wait, what is that? Courier. Oh. I'm stupid. I'm like, what's that little meeple looking dude on the map? I'm like, Town Crier. We've done this before. I should know what that is. Town Crier. Armor. Wait, it said repair leather van braces. Do I not? Oh, the Helmschmidt van braces are broken. I would do it. And I think also not equipped. So the funny thing, I saw this when I was searching like some stuff up about the game, because they do a good job of random like historical deep pulls, and like the Helmschmidt set is a reference to like an actual family of metalworkers and armor smiths that were pretty well known for what they were doing. But like by all accounts, it makes no real sense why the famed metalworkers stuff is less effective than Metal Cestus. Yes. That's just permanently on. My punches do more. And then Sultan's Knife.
Your coin seems genuine.
This will increase my property value. Somehow having more weapons on hand that are just like cheap shit is better than having actual famous art pieces. Although I suppose a lot of art pieces that you get are just in context. Somebody commissioned an artist to paint their wife. Didn't become famous until after they died, which is often how it goes. So I guess if you want to become famous, the trick is to become mildly well known when you're alive, and then beef it. Hopefully in an over-the-top way. I mean, Rasputin's entire claim to fame is just that he kept on not dying. I think the full list of shit for him was like stabbed, poisoned, stabbed again, shot, rolled up into a carpet and thrown into the river for after they cut a hole in the ice. And when they went to check the next day to see if he actually died, they looked in and was like, he clawed his way out of the carpet we rolled him in pretty far.
No, you don't.
Wait, I don't have to fight you. Get off my roof. Either you will come up here and I will throw you off again, or the pathfinding is so bad by the time you figure out how, I will be getting on with my life. And it seems like I'm getting on with my life. Calm down.
I also have overstock from my brother's boy. He's here!
Hey, this is a sanctioned fist fight. Use only your fist in the middle of something. And he's running away. Ah, dang it. That was such a I might have to just go back and get into a fight on that, in that square at this moment. That... or after this, because, like, that's just perfect, you know? That dock there, the stairways down, and you can just kind of grab them and throw them, grab the next one, throw them off again, rinse and repeat until they're all rinsed and repeated. It's just... you love to see something like that. Yeah.
Something ail you, friend?
I should probably, oh, I've only used 3. I thought I was playing way worse than that.
That should heal quick.
I think all the... I forget how like, lopsided this game is. In my mind, it's always, like, yeah, a good chunk of this game is in, Florence. And then there's, like, a little bit of intermediary stuff, and you go, to Venice for, like, the back quarter. Like, back third of the game. I was trying to punch the woman, too. Will this kill him? Yes. It will. All right. So we have learned. We have learned this time that in order to do this properly, we cannot dunk the douche. What the hell? Oh, that is a weird ass shadow. It looks like... okay, that is just from the statue. I thought it was like one of the dudes on ground level casting it in a way that made it look like there was a tiny little man standing on his shoulders, but no, it's just the statue. Looks like there's a tiny little man standing on someone's shoulders. Good art for that. Good art. All right. Ah, dang it! Half of the joy of this game is that the missions are all really easy if you take them seriously. But it's far more fun it's far more fun to play this game with your brain completely and totally not working and non-functional. Because first of all, you're experiencing the game how it was meant to be. You're experiencing what it was like back in, was it 2011, 2000? It's like 2010, give or take 2 years or so. You were experiencing it as a kind of bored... when you were young, kind of a little bit perpetually bored whenever the game dangle violence in front of you at every turn. Like, I feel like... Oh. Okay, this one for sure, because we punched the one too. We've only succeeded whenever we accidentally punch the woman. I don't know how that works, but that just be how it do. But like, I feel there's a point where games were oh, there it goes. Hey, Pnack. How's it going? Thanks for checking. Ooh,
Botanical_chaos is second into the zone.
Second. Nice.
And right into an anomaly field. Careful on the grabby centers.
The fuck out of Flory. And talking about how when this game came out, it was kind of marketed for... It was built, designed, and marketed with the assumption that the average player was like a 13 to 15-year-old boy who didn't quite understand why the game was trying to have a story, but thought that the history was kind of cool when it involved people dying and... Oh, there we go. Give me your shit. And like the historical nonsense that enabled them to do more violence. Oh, it's just right there. Italian rapier. I thought you didn't like rapier. I thought from your description that it was a full body workout and, quote, rapier is not a fucking finesse weapon, it's a strength weapon. Give or take a fucking. Hang on, that last bit is being added as a quote. I am not going to remember what that was from. Of course I love the string. Right. I should have seen that coming. I can't believe I forgot. Can't believe I forgot that you are the human equivalent of the D&D player who makes a gnome barbarian with a two-handed weapon. Penalties for that be damned. Because it's always waived. You always waive the penalties for two-handing when you're of a different size, because it's like D&D only ever assumes that you have a medium-sized player character and just freaks out on itself when it doesn't have to if you make anything bigger or smaller than that. It's the funniest shit. And I mean it in the best possible way, because I also love that shit. Like, yeah, give me a small character with anger issues and an oversized weapon. Like the whole trope, at least of the anime character whose weapon is like twice her size and 16 times her weight, and that doesn't stop him. It exists for a reason. It's cool. We support small, violent women. So you often get two weapons, and that's extra fun. Right, that's like one of the only weapon styles in history where having more weapon or a weapon in each hand makes sense and is what it's designed for. Most of the cases, holding a separate weapon in each hand does not work. Italian rapier somehow works because the Italians are built like that. Yeah, rapier and dagger probably the only, especially if whatever your offhand is doesn't have the like muscle memory or strength build up. Like that's probably the only way it can work. Oh my God, where's this freaking QR code? It says there's a QR code on here, and I don't remember if it's on the building or it's like a ship's tramp stamp or something. So I know the UI set is here. This is like the last thing that will annoy me if I don't get it. I don't remember if it's Italians or not, but one school of thought was just make your rapier as fuck off long as possible. God. It's like the Macedonian phalanx, where they just made their spears so long that like a dude five dudes deep in the spear huddle could reach all the way to the front and poke people with it. It's just like the most irresponsibly sized thing ever, and I love it. Like, weapon history is fun because it's people of all throughout history looking at hey,
Do you know who that was?
what can we throw at the wall and see what'll
I
stick.
don't think so, Ezio. That's Caterina Sforza, daughter of the Duca di Milano.
Because like there's stuff like extremely long rapiers that I assume kind of worked. And then there's stuff like the axe gun or gun swords, where it's like, yeah, if you put a fully functioning firearm on the hilt of a sword, that throws off the balance so much that it becomes almost useless as a weapon other than like a very niche type of usage. Like, didn't work. Looks cool.
Everything
We're
Better
back
than
in the
all right.
modern day.
You're making amazing progress.
Amazing's quite a strong word.
Shut up,
Why are
Sean.
we stopping?
Prolonged exposure to the Animus can have, side effects.
Awesome.
It's nothing to worry about.
I
You haven't
just
shown
realized.
any of the symptoms.
Symptoms? What symptoms?
The
Degradation
plot.
of cognition, temporal hallucinations, multiple awareness issues.
The plot is
overlapping
we're
realities.
sticking Desmond in the
So
Animus
What you're saying is
What we're
to
saying,
be
Desmond, is if you're not careful, you may not need the
to
Animus
microwave
visit with your
in the
ancestors,
Animus
which wouldn't be a bad thing,
to
assuming you could
abuse the
control it
fact that
up until
all these
now,
side
though,
effects happen if
no
you
one
stick a
has.
long ass time in there
Subject 16.
We have
to
safeguards.
train
Desmond.
him.
And they kept him in the Animus for way too long, sometimes days at a time.
And now it's like, hey,
I hope so.
you're
Anyway, I was
you're
hoping we
being
could
in
test
there
out your
too
skill
long. We're
retention,
having
see if
these.
you've picked up some of Ezio's abilities.
I'm game.
We're stopping you
Great.
before side effects
Meet me
happen. It's
downstairs
like,
when you're ready.
isn't that the point? But there's also like, just to poke the plot apart a little bit, there's also the problem that unless they're meant to be proportional to the size of your body, though. 17th century Italians had one that's 51 inches long. How long was the Italian? But no, so my problem with this that I just realized, logically, Desmond should not be able to do, like,
So what's the plan?
or should struggle
We're
with
gonna
this
see what you can manage
regardless,
to retain.
because he has
Come
gone
on.
from locked in a suite of rooms in Abstergo for
Abstergo's out
who
there,
knows how
looking for
long
us.
the
They're
events
better
of
funded
one and the
and better
backstory
equipped.
took.
So it's only a
It
matter
took
of time
place.
before they find this place.
And
You need
then
to be
when he
ready
gets
for them when
busted
they
out
do.
of
I want you
Abstergo,
to activate the warehouse.
let's say this is
how to reach the sensors.
Oh, come on. Not even a hint?
the
Open
way
your
they
eyes,
talk
Desmond.
about it. It can't be more than like a couple of weeks. Yeah. Because they
I'm seeing things.
Do the hallucinations last longer than 30 seconds?
because they mentioned that, like, yeah, no, we're being careful with you. They put subjects 16 in for days at a time, so we
So,
can't be in there for
how am I
more
doing?
than a day.
You've picked up every single one of Ezio's skills. The
Which
adoption
means,
rate is fantastic. Another day
logically
Ezio will be done.
speaking, he shouldn't have the muscle mass for this.
All right, you gotta tell me.
Unless,
Why Ezio? Why Italy?
unless
We could have just gone back to Altair again. Followed him
The-
during his early years.
It started with 16.
it's quite
Good old
possible.
Subject 16. He repainted my room, you know. With his blood.
It's quite possible that the entire
Files.
Desmond
Fitting flag to
storyline
cover the sections.
takes
A
place
bunch
in
of
like
different ancestors, different dates and locations. Ancient
A
Africa.
month?
But towards the end, he became obsessed with Italy. I think he knew about the vault.
Where it's just like,
A few of the records of his later Animus
I need to
sessions
get
are missing. And the
up
sessions
there, I
that are
think?
there- After everything
No,
Tom
it's
Parsons
down.
went through, after everything I've been through, it's all scrambled.
So it's either a very short time span, so Desmond was in good enough shape to do this beforehand,
So you're after the Codex
or
and the Vault.
a short enough time, or that this is all taking longer and he's also doing the necessary physical exercise in order to, you know, actually be able to do things like sprint for more than a minute, have enough body strength to pull him up from a one-handed hang,
You were just as much a prisoner
and
as I
the
was.
general body toughness to do a falling roll. Like, I can see it helping his coordination and like the mental size of it.
I'm glad you're here.
There's just a lot of like the physiological side that's like, you've been strapped to a table for a long ass time. How do you have muscle definition anymore? Ooh, bucket helmets. I do like the Crusader bucket helmet though. It is one of the many things that I look at how people be about like that specific section of history. And it's like, oh my god. First it was firearms and firearms history that got absolutely co-opted by and became a danger of, I might be watching a cool factual video or I might be falling into some sort of pipeline. Then it was simply a fun armor design, because the bucket helm is silly. It's not the silliest medieval helmet there is, because the Hound's-Nose Bascinet exists.
What the hell?
Hey, you good, man?
Where am I?
You good? Your armor's rusty and covered in blood. Go.
How the hell? Not even in the Animus.
Go take care of yourself.
I must have passed out. That must be his target.
But the general problem is like most of the people who are obsessed with Crusades means that Days Vault has gone from a meme of just nerds, HEMA nerds in armor to like, oh, that's a whistle. Which is too bad, because like I like the aesthetic of just, hey, what's on your head? A giant fucking tube of metal. Here, follow me. I know where we're going. I know where you're going, and I'm better at this than you. Can I get... I love how much game scripting absolutely breaks when you are somewhat competent with the controls. It's like, yeah, no, if the first time playing, you're probably going to be confused as to why your assassinates aren't working, because you're going at this with the thought of, oh, I can take what he says at face value. So you're going to lag behind, or you're going to miss a jump. If you do this a couple times, you can beat her to it. Also, by the way, I hate this lantern specifically. This beam and lantern takes so much time for Altair to jump his eagly ass onto that most of my time trying to get back to Ezio has been spent trying to get this guy to jump where he needs to in order for me to keep going. Because the jump pattern is you're supposed to go from, there we go. That is a maneuver I do nowhere else when playing this game but that specific jump, because it's set up for no other way. And it's not really it's entirely the dev's fault. The problem is, I'm pretty sure what they did was load Acre's Castle segment from the first game directly into 2, because, you know, this was back in the era where you didn't need to change your engine so much that it was indistinguishable.
Maria, yeah. I wonder what he wants.
Which means a section that you had no business going up to, because I don't think there's a viewpoint up here, or if it was, is just not as much of a pain in the original, is now being used for a forced climb segment where you can't, like, peel off, say this ain't worth it, and go and try another approach.
I dropped the controller.
Wait a second. Why aren't I following Alta here? I'm stuck here with Maria? Oh, shit. That must be... This is one weird dream.
Why do they do this? Simply because backstory. Hang on. Got texted.
Sorry to barge in on you like this, but it's getting late and we were... Hey, you okay?
Yeah, all good. Weird dreams, that's all.
All right. I'll let you get ready. See you in a few.
Ah, good of you to join us.
Sorry, long night.
What a professional approach.
Leave him alone.
Well, you'll forgive me if I want to get some actual work done. Madness, isn't it?
Sean, please, that's enough.
All right.
I remember some people saying, like, Sean is, like, grew into more of an asshole or less professional as the series went on, but, like, I've been strapped to a table for who knows how long. Yeah, of course it's going to... Like, the entire purpose of Desmond being here is, hey, we're going to do something extremely detrimental to the human body. We hope it works. Of course it's going to do that. Not yet. Ooh. Brains on a wash cycle. Fun. What will happen? Probably nothing, because... More specifically, probably just... getting distracted and looking at everything. I need to remember to actually minimize the throwing system when when I have a game in the middle, because I'm so used to the muscle memory of clicking off to check something and clicking back on the game specifically that I forget with that up there that makes some UI elements pop up. Playing No Man's Sky right now. Oh, No Man's Sky has both gotten so much better, but like I feel like it got hit with the horseshoe effect again, where when it first launched there was nothing and you spent so much time spinning and wandering around and like feeling you're not accomplishing anything. Then there's now so much content that it feels like you're just spending a lot of time either waiting for... Sorry, Leonardo, I'm going to get this viewpoint first. Like, you spend so much time waiting for in-game timers to tick down, which fortunately do go on when you're not in the game, which I always hate whenever it makes you use real time or wait real time for stuff. It's like, I'm playing a game. Give me instant gratification, not because of any complex reasons or rationale. Give me instant gratification because I want to play your game. Don't make me wait actual time and check back in and out for it. It just feels unnecessary and antithetical. Like, this 12-hour or half-hour timer, it's not really bad in that sense. So, like, 5... That is true. It's much better than a game like Warframe, where if you don't buy the, like, premium currency, buy extended slots or rush stuff, it's like to build a weapon, it can take if it needs 3 components, it could take 1 day to make all of the
I will show you
all of the component parts, and like 12 hours to make that, and then 12 hours to make the weapon. And if you're making a Warframe, each component part takes like 24 hours, and then it takes like 3 days to make. Oh yeah, we can do multiplayer. Wait, I have it on PS5. Does PS5 multiplayer still work without? Because I refuse to buy the expansion pass, because it's like, it... Practically speaking, if I only want 1 month for one game, or if I want, like,
no other city can match the size of Venezia's market.
If I want to play online for one game, it's cheaper to buy the game a second time on PC to get free online than it is to buy a year or like even a month. Hey, that's not how you monger fish.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, I also got stuck in the trap that I knew was going to happen. The moment they made or they let you design your own ships in that game. Oh shit, there's ads going on. I did not see that. Quote of the day. Look, in my defense, I have no idea what to say in my defense. That could have been from anything. Also, basically, thanks for checking in. Thanks for lurking. Enjoy that. I probably shouldn't call out lurkers who use that to, because like that in theory is a redeem of just, hey, I'm here, but don't acknowledge me. And now I'm acknowledging it way too much, further defeating the purpose. I should really shut the hell up.
Hey,
well, if I actually believed I should shut the hell up, I wouldn't actually be a streamer, would I? Be perceived! Oh. No, I didn't. I don't get... Man, that was almost the dream of getting robbed on a tour so you can just peel off from the group herd and go and beat someone up.
Look, but the way things are now...
Why? What's happening?
He is attempting to unify
This
the
game
merchants
almost
beneath a single
predicted the
banner.
American tourists in Italy who made all of Europe realize that they could just not let pickpockets steal from them and beat the shit out of them to get their money back.
If you ask me.
I remember getting on that side of TikTok at a point
They destroyed my
where it's like everyone talking about American tourists
Here you are,
beating the shit out of pickpockets.
The Doge will know about
And
this.
the last thing I saw about it was like a news article of, yeah, Europe's pickpocket problem has actually been, there's been fewer rates of it
You just invented that. There's no
ever
such
since,
There is now.
since the past couple months, and we don't know why. And like everyone in the comments of that article is like, yeah, because people realize they don't actually have to let people run away with their money. They can just beat the shit out of them. As American, we are proud to show you how. Take this invention and prosper. Oh, Leonardo, we are going to have a talk about how you always rent the exact same place. Like, sure, this isn't embedded. It has a bigger yard, and it's not embedded in the Florentine block. But you have the same doorway. I can only assume you have pretty much the same floor plan.
So, here we are.
The guy waits for a tip, and Leo just pats him on the shoulder, like, thanks, buddy, you're very friendly. Saw an update to that the other day, because the Soccer World Cup's apparently coming to the U.S. Someone made a TikTok asking whether we were going to pickpocket the Europeans back or just mug them.
My door is always open. Grazie, my friend.
I saw it. Yes, hug. I almost missed the hug Leo prompt. I would have had to restart the game, because you cannot let that up. You have to. I also love that his little icon on the map looks like Luigi. Like the stylized L. But I remember seeing a comment now that you say that that was
Another one. How exciting.
like, wait, pickpocketing still happens over there?
Yes.
Learn to mug someone like an adult. Grow up and mug someone. Which, yeah, when you get to it, part of the reason that there's not like pickpocketing in the US is because we just kind of mug you like because the US will just mug you like a civilized country. There's a viewpoint, I think. Because honestly, I think the average U.S. football fan of both gridiron and European varieties, ooh, they do sploosh down. Love that. Just they just don't have the manual dexterity to. Oh. The sploosh works both ways. We have learned that. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't think they have the dexterity in them to pull off a pickpocketing. Alright, now the new problem. Oh, that's how. Like, how do you get back up after you've fallen off of Venice?
What game are you playing? In which for your next act, you swallow swords, right?
Yeah.
How best to get inside? Scale the wall and... Oh, that's not good. I'll never make that jump. Need to find another way.
The Venice arc, for multiple reasons, is really stupid. because it depends on the idea of, well, you can't climb up the side of the building.
We need to go.
You never did apologize for knocking me
And
over.
there's no other way. Meanwhile, you can get to a point where there's a easily scalable or... Where do we go? The water. That doesn't narrow it down. Where do they say the museum was? Water Street. Every street on this damn island's Water Street. God, it's been so wild. It's been so long since I watched that movie. I don't even remember what it was called, but I know it was... All I know is a rom-com with Matthew McConaughey where he's a treasure hunter, and it was just great.
I'd be better off on my own.
Oh, come on. Just because you don't know how to counter kill people to death while taking no hits doesn't mean that's my problem, I say after I've taken several hits. What was we got? Oh, right, No Man's Sky. That's what I was ranting about, because that game has a bit of a horseshoe effect where at the start of the game, there wasn't really much to do, so you ended up wandering around quite a bit, looking for stuff to do. Alright. There we go. That one's more cooperative. Still don't want to? All right. Oi, just try getting assassinated once. You'll like it.
Be better off on my own.
All right, here. What? It wasn't even letting me be like acknowledging that I was in combat because I was just assassinating people. Yeah, because like at the start there, it was really... I feel like there was a confusion as to what the game was. Like, people were expecting something kind of like Elite Dangerous in terms of quality, but they're like, actually, we're more inspired by Journey. So there's a lot of walking and opportunities for quiet contemplation, which got people to riot, and now they've been making free content updates the size of a game, or bigger, for the entire time as penance. But it's kind of gotten the opposite now that there's so much to do that I'm not entirely sure what to do. And like, sure, with all the IRL timers, there's plenty of things to do while it ticks down.
What are you doing? Hurry up.
But I don't know. I just inherently don't like the IRL time as a currency and stuff because, oh, the thieves are auto-hired. I love that little detail.
Ah, Cristo, my leg.
But what I've also noticed is that
No.
What do you mean I know?
I've fallen into the exact same trap I always fall into with these. That the moment there's any amount of customization available to me, I don't go for like the big fancy thing. I go for the simplest thing that'll
Rosa's been wounded.
Solve my need. So like when they added Corvettes and everyone is making like scale models of Millennium Falcon and Star Trek ships and Star Destroyers,
Go. I'll deal with the guards.
the ships that I make are like a couple of rooms bolted together with a big ass engine that gives the most stats.
Kill them, Ezio, quickly!
The most stats as possible. And it works. Well, like, it works really well, but it's kind of boring. I've been getting a little bit better at spicing things up and like going into the design elements of it more. But there's also the whole, like, yeah, I don't actually need a complex layout to plan for, like a complex layout or a floor plan. I can just have one big room. That's the thing. That's the other thing. I don't like animals as much as like the average person. So, well, the pets are a big draw for a lot. Ah, dang it. For me, it's kind of like, I think the pets I have is one random thing, because I'm like, can I do some sort of farming or something? Like, can I get a bunch of these and throw them in on a base for... Oh, just assassinate. Need to be able to ride the creatures that look like General Grievous vehicles. That one's fair. I can understand that thing, but however, hang on. I think my nose just started bleeding. Be back.
Oh, not a chance, fella. Not a chance.
Weird. It wasn't bleeding at all. It just suddenly felt like... No, that's the thing. I have a humidifier and it's been on all day. It just suddenly, for no reason, felt like it was like the urgent, like it's about to bleed. What the? Weird. It just, the game just didn't let me. Yeah, like all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, hey, your nose is bleeding. No, it ain't. Wildest thing. Although it is a good reason to demonstrate why I dislike the flesh. Like, I agree that the General Grievous wheel bike, super cool. Would absolutely love that. Wow. Ezio, apply yourself.
I see him there.
What the hell? Well, I guess we don't actually need to deal with you guys since you're so distracted. But just in case. Into the drink you go. Welcome to Venice.
A master at work.
But like, I'd like that better as a vehicle, either customizable or just, yeah, here's a single wheel bike thing over it being a creature, because I don't know, just something about it where it's like mechanics are more interesting to me. Like there's a reason for streaming stuff that a general design rule I have is no biological bits, because they do have Exocraft too, and I do enjoy those. Those are fun. I don't have any of them heavily modified because I stopped playing like soon after unlocking them, and there's a sizable question of, well, why wouldn't I use the purpose-built one for, like, you can kind of make a one-size-fits-all. And there's also a little bit of after a point, the Minotaur is just the best all-arounder. The submarine's cool too. Do I have to physically get over there to get him to move? Wild. Submarine is cool. However, the water plants do kind of go full in on... Oh, wait, this is just the end of the... Fair enough, haven't actually gotten that far. Yeah, because as far as overground traversal...
Dead, idiota! Say a prayer later! I need to see...
The Exocraft has a jetpack with upgradable tanks. Or not the Exocraft, the Minotaur, the mech suit specifically, has...
Hey, wake up!
The Minotaur specifically has an upgradable jetpack like the player on foot. However, with speed, intensity, and tank size, one jump can take you much further in shorter time than entire Exocraft's boost tank can take it, just because it's a parabolic jump and doesn't actually have to go over land or any like obstacles it can't crush. The other thing is there's another quest that upgrades that quest as an autonomous robot, as like an autonomous robot that'll follow you around, fight on its own, and has upgrades to like all of its features. Like, it was already good before. Yeah, even with low poly, where it's quite obviously two models interacting, it looks painful.
Help me with this. How? Take a clean piece of linen. When I remove my hand, press the cloth into her wound. Are you ready? Now.
It's too bad you can't fail that.
You work well under
pressure. Alright, yeah, she took an arrow to the knee. And unlike the shit-ass Skyrim guards,
get Rosa inside so that Bianca can close the wound.
She did not stop pursuing her dreams.
The worst is past.
Inspirational.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is not having a good time. I love that for her.
If I had lost her.
I've always had a soft spot for women in distress.
So I
Thank you for the Julius and knives.
We know all about you,
as you can see on Corpse, they
Florence and the rest of Tuscany
are a problem.
If a little unrefined. Then you know what
hell yeah.
I can guess.
I didn't mean for that to be a screen blogger, but I kind of like that better. Like, have something you dislike happening on screen, don't want to see it, wish for it to be gone. Julius. Alright, where's the frickin'... Oh, there it is. I'm not actually sure any of this is... Oh, hey, this shit actually is climbable. Like, we're 2 missions away from learning the upgraded climb thing.
To tell the secret.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Shit.
Good look. Thank you. All right, Tesla. Winecliff Tower.
You found it in Croatia.
I love that photo of him.
You found it in Croatia.
Oh, that was actually where it is. Of him reading under the light of a Tesla coil. It goes brrr, brrr, and a little zap. Electricity is just cool. Like, it's just one of those things that when you see it arcing, it's like, oh, on a very deep level, that doesn't really look like something that should exist. Like, it's just because practically speaking, and like most flames, kind of, but I feel like fire is just something that's in humanity's psyche deep enough that it's like, yeah, we're used to this kind of physical kind, not piece of energy just floating around. So mentally, yeah. Oh, hey Sid, how's it? Time to be a disco ball skull again? Yeah. Ah. Thanks for that, Slaps. Like, yeah, well, watching arcing electricity or lightning, I've never really been or minded. I've always loved thunderstorms just because I like listening to the thunder and lightning hit. It's fun. As it bites it.
Prego. Can I offer you something? Biscotti.
I could go for some biscotti. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
An interesting concoction brought to me by a Turk merchant.
I could go for it.
Have a taste.
You know what? Mad respect to Assassin's Creed
Just seems lacking somehow.
for adding so many QTEs that
sugar, maybe.
are
I suppose it's something of an acquired taste.
that are completely pointless. Like, you will not get a game over from missing them. They are all just social. They are all just press a button to like do something nice. Like, there's a couple that's like dodge getting beamed in the head with a candlestick, or like help close up a wound. They're all just for flavor and texture. They don't actually matter.
Why not
Yeah,
gather your
coffee.
forces and try again?
Cafe.
To act in haste would only bring more losses. No, we must resupply and draw new plans.
Can ill afford to sit around and wait.
I also love how this
Nor
entire
would I want you
arc
to.
is
Work
basically
with us instead. Already my men begin to mend today's wounds.
is
Seek them out.
basically
They'll put
hey,
you to work.
go to the local brotherhood,
The sooner you aid them, the sooner we can
like the
stand.
local brotherhood master, deal with their problems with the Templars.
It is the
Same
right
as Florence, same as Tuscany. Also, the plan you end up using is just entirely, hey, so by absolute coincidence, I know this guy, Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, he's cool, he's chill, we can trust him. Well, I've worked with him extensively. We're going to do some nonsense, and that'll solve our problems. We really just need you to approve on the nonsense we have already decided independently we are going to get onto. If you've decided to not sign off on our nonsense, we are going to do it anyway, but I figured it's polite to ask first.
I suppose you only appear to be calm.
I think I need to go back to Monterojani, because I think I just picked up a weapon I don't want. But first things first, Rosa mission. Hey Ace, how's it going? Hope you're doing well.
How are you finding Venezia?
It has its charms, but how do you deal with the smell? Que schifo.
So, what brings you to me?
Because I know you have a climbing upgrade. Gimme.
And that would be...
I want to learn to climb the way you do.
Oh. Va bene, I can do that. Well, I can't, but Franco can.
So
Franco, muovere il culo!
Yes, because nobody yelled at me that the collab mitosis redeem was still on.
Then jump to the ledge above.
Where is it?
As you reach it,
Community.
grab it with your hand and pull yourself
No,
up.
wait. Few rewards.
There. See how it works?
I feel like they could condense these a little
Only
bit.
one way to find out.
Ugh.
Try for yourself.
Hang on, I'm doing important things. There we go. Standard mitosis on, collab mitosis off. You guys claimed your legs? Ah, good, you weren't using them anyway. Game's good. There's nonsense. There's a little
Jump, Ezio!
bit of questioning on how in the IRL storyline a dude who has spent like at least a couple months strapped to a table and not getting regular exercise has the muscle maths to
All right, Smarjasso. Let's put your skills to the test.
continue to do the shit Ezio does.
Meet me in front of the Frari.
But that's a different thing. Ooh, mitosis. I grab that for you. Sell shit in. Put that up there. Sunglasses. Because honestly, these are very needed for this game's UI. I think if I wasn't playing this on a monitor that I've adjusted for specifically... Nah. Well, I think if I wasn't playing this in like a lit room, this is the type of game that you can tell when someone's playing it, because the entire room that your TV's in just goes like the not THQ, that's a game company, the sound test at the beginning of some movies, you know, the wah. It does that, but in light. Good question, honestly. Yeah. Like, on one hand, I can see it being, like, a little bit annoying. Like, it's a little bit of, with these games, you want to suspend your belief intentionally a bit more, because it's not actually fun to have a really realistic game. It is occasionally fun to look at a game through a lens of entire scrutiny and like pick apart and recognize what things were concessions for the story and game, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like, all things in moderation. You can see blinding white light, yeah, from underneath the door. Or if you, God help you if you have a more open concept on your home, as just looking around my place right now, it's not quite possible because my TV's on the same room or the same wall as the door to like the bathroom and bedroom. But if I swapped it around, I think I could get it to shine into the light of anyone laying on my bed in 2 different rooms over. Because it's a weird thing where it's living room, then there's a bath, like a small little hallway with a sink in it and a vanity mirror connecting between the bathroom and the bedroom. I think that could blind someone in the bedroom by it reflecting off the mirror. Alright. And how much of this can we pre-do? Oh wait, that was actually in the right place. God damn. Australia there. That there. That there. And the biggest question is the fact that I have no idea what the middle of Europe it looks like. Which is to say, largely, it's so fiddly with the Mediterranean that's like, there's no borders. I have no idea. Ooh, 8 more, and then we can just get on with poke punching. And now the main reason. Alright, that's a closed door. God, we spent so much money on just gear upgrades. That at one point we had like 20,000, probably made like 40 or something. And now we're down to 14. Okay. What is the most we can do? Can get blacksmith up by 1, by 2. Well, I'm just going to buy all the fiddly stuff because I think getting a fully upgraded building is worth more than anything specifically. The mines specifically, I know there's like that and the well have stuff in them. Merely went for maxing the village for Pat. Yeah, that's what I usually do. It's just didn't work out very well. Because I also want gear.
Buon viaggio.
All right, and then the next thing. Oh, yeah. Every floor you put in on that table goes directly onto. Wait, shit, is the scimitar? Curved sword? Common sword. Well, it doesn't matter because I think there's a sword of Altair that you get alongside the armor, which is just the best thing in the game. All right. So that's done. Yeah, I forgot. You get a little carriage model. Leather. Helmschmied. And then, yeah, it's all the metal armor stuff. I don't have anything for anything else for here. I can, I believe, and I hope. There's like a little jump course down in the mines, if I remember right. Like, the purpose of renovating the mines and the well is just... Yeah, there's like a couple chests down here. The broom is easily the strongest weapon. You had to nerf it so you can't keep it. True. Very true. And we're just kind of jumping at random because the camera ain't cooperating. Had to nerf the almighty broom. It's really a bigger wonder that the Italians in the actual Renaissance didn't pick up on how powerful it is. Although I say it like I actually use any weapons at all. Man, I thought those were guaranteed 1,000 florin chests. Also, who the hell makes mines like this? This feels more like it was supposed to be a cistern. Like, yes, we're going to cut into the rock like 20 feet and then go systematically try to find where ore veins are underneath and follow them and extract them to the maximum value. Fuck no. Big pit. Put some water in the bottom. It's like they went in, immediately hit groundwater, and is like, what the fuck do we do now? I don't know. Board up the entrance? Yeah, sure. God, well, honestly, the amount of problems you can solve simply by countering with dual blades, or the fact that it's really questionable when you're in combat. Although I can't complain about that. That is not a complaint. That is a feature, not a bug. Because so I started Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, just a game off stream, because I do love that really kind of it's weird because Indiana Jones is inherently a pretty tropey kind of thing.
I'm sure you did not mean any offense.
Partially, yeah, up there. Partially because it made a lot of the tropes. Like, it's like that because, like, the tropes exist because Indiana Jones was a good movie made by fucking Spielberg. And then, oh yeah, I think we can upgrade something with the chest revenue. And then, like, everyone came after to replicate and do what it did, but more so. So on one hand, you have this really heavily well-crafted and well-thought-out film and narrative. Like, the pacing and shot composition is good. Drop down. Jupiter statue. I had a feeling there's a couple I'm missing. I think one of them is in like a renovated guard tower somewhere. I remember that from the first time I was poking around. But it's also like there's a part in the back of my mind of like I know exactly what's going to happen even if I didn't see this. It's pretty predictable. Because, like, this... Alright, I see. There's, like, a little reward for everything you can renovate that isn't strictly relevant to, like, buying shit. Because, like, the game starts as your tutorial redoing the Raiders of the Lost Ark boulder, like, opening temple scene, because of course it did. On one hand, it's a very smart thing for them to do, because everyone kind of expects you to do that when you do like an Indiana Jones things. Like it expects you to do like the best of kind of. So like yeah, I'll do this as a tutorial. We'll just do the whole scene. It's a great homage. And then we can get on with doing our own thing. And, like, there's a point where it's just different enough, or, like, it's just fuzzy enough in my memory that I'm like, wait, are they actually playing this completely straight? Or are they doing it just enough that I think they're playing it straight, but it's going to change and divert at a point? Like, nope. Completely straight. It's just me reacting to the scenes in the way they were intended to be. They were shot and intended to be taken. And then you get on with the rest of... right, military barracks is the one with it. Alright. And then... get the well, and that's all the small little things. Can jump down the well, and... military barracks are out and to the right. How did I get... I did not put in 17,000 worth of improvement then. Oh my god, I missed this statue entirely. I think Mars is one of the ones that I need to open one of the vaults. Yeah, it's in one of the renovated towers. Yeah, and then you go on to just knock people out with a fly swatter. Which is so... that alone is my favorite part of the game. Like, wait. That's a chest. Not anything more. But yeah, sure, the fly swatter has 2 entire points of durability. Anything with a point of durability can do a stealth kill. And I don't know. It's fun to walk up to someone. It's not quite as good as some of the stealth kills you can get in Wolfenstein, because that's entirely different type of game designed to be a bit more violent, but it's still fun. So yeah, Recommended. Is this a... Nope. That one is one I can climb. There's a feather. I'll just grab that. Oh. And much more importantly, so I just noticed this when I was cleaning up stuff in, like, Florian, Venice, that the chests that are... It's really hard to see because it's under the interaction. Like, these kind of gold chests just have more money in them. They're, like, the only ones worth picking up. I scoured that side already, so I'm just gonna... So I'm gonna go back and put in those statues on the other side, so... Probably we'll run into one or two more. I think I see one. I think I just looking across, I see a suspicious glow, like someone rubbed Vaseline on an LED bulb. And I'm probably going to be wrong. It probably was just a lantern at long range render. Oh. No, it was one of the pedestals that you put these things on. Like, huh, what's glowing out there? Neptune and Pluto, which... I think most of these are all done up. Yeah, there we go. The age-old question with all of these games with a puzzle mechanic in it, which is specifically one I try not to ask because I know I try not to ask any question that ends with, well, why don't they just do this IRL thing that would skip whatever the mechanism and puzzle is for that? It's entirely because, well, it's a fun puzzle and you're not doing whatever IRL. This is a video game where try to engage with the idea that you're doing this for fun. Like, I get that after a certain point, yeah, my immersion has been broken and my day is ruined. But there's also a certain thing where, why do I have to do extremely common trope? Because, from what they can tell, well, a standard trope, it is still fun. It is still an excuse to do, like, why don't we just have a workman come in with or why don't we just grab a hammer and smash open those marble statues for the 2,000 florins put in? Because it's more interesting and adds more texture to instead have it be a scavenger hunt across the city where, honestly, there's in an area where there's no contracts, there's no side missions. It is probably one of the best designed player housing that I have ever seen. Like, you spawn in, you go up Main Street, you go to the villa, deposit your plot coupons or your collectathon items, and you turn around and you can get back in record time. There is not an ounce of fat on what they need to do here, despite it feeling like an ounce of fat. Well, several ounces of fat. And it's just... Oh, I forgot the feathers add value. And, like, yeah, you have the art gallery and your all of your collection on display. It's... The actual villa is more of a player achievement museum than it is absolutely anything else. Oh wait, I was going to go in and upgrade one more thing if I could, because I have the cash. Why not? It'll just make me more money.
Salute, Serezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
And similarly, like, the armor of Altair down in the... Oh, no. Oh, wait. Can get Doctor and Taylor up once. Art Merchant up. That'll always be relevant because I'm always going to take questionable jumps. That'll be relevant for like once and then not ever again. Because my favorite dyes are all in Venice. Yeah, like the armor of Altair, where it's just, why do we have to go through and find all these things? Like, well, because it gives you an extra point of interest to explore in the city that leads to a complex and honestly pretty memorable section of jump puzzles and platforming challenges. Like, sure, a lot of it was falling to my death in the Duomo, but I remember that section very fondly. Find it quite enjoyable. And, like, why don't you get someone to cut the bars? Because at some point you have to admit it's a video game reward. It's meant to be long for the sake of being long. Yeah, Thieves Guild. Yeah. Nah. And it's also a complaint that, honestly, the more bars and locks that you get onto it, the trick to make... the thing that I've noticed is that the trick into making players stop questioning why don't you just do... I need more for... I thought there was a purple. Need more for the wine. Oh yeah, you get players to stop questioning why is it like this. Once you throw up enough stuff that they can't give a good reason off the top of their head why it shouldn't be like, or why a simpler solution doesn't exist. Which does become a problem when you start dealing with engineers who like to play games on their off time, because that is a group of people who, during their education... Yes. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe I should... Nah, you can live for now. You have given me enough money for outrageous clothing. Actually, I'm gonna keep the swamp ember, or the swamp amber emerald, whatever color this is I have on. I'm gonna keep the stuff I bought in the swamp for a bit. I'm kind of rocking with the green. I was hoping I could have gone around that and not just dove in, but here we are, in the water, in the drink, with our sage boots. Yeah, was it? Wait. First of all, good attention to detail, the fact that he's actually in there posed. Wait, there's not... Okay, there's a window over here. They just had him like that.
Ah, Ezio. I was hoping you might return. I want your advice on something.
Of course. Tell me what troubles you.
Emilio has turned some of my own men against me.
Bribery and blackmail, is it?
Yes. And we cannot strike until the traitors...
And maybe something else.
They're still somewhere in this district, keeping tabs on us and reporting back to Emilio.
Not for much longer, they're not.
Sorry, got another text guy to respond to. Oh, this is so much conceptually simpler than everything else. I just have to go out and kill people. I can do that. That's simple. Hold. Where the motherfucker's at? Are they on the boats? Ah, ship. Calm down. Calm down, I'm just a very confused mariner. You? Yep. Favorite game on these is just playing which one of these people don't fit. Which one of these feel like they're the person to murder? Ooh, wait. Calm down. Oh, I understand what the broom's deal is. The broom's deal is very specifically that it's not. We'll keep the green. It's not merely a mace, it's a heavy weapon. It's coded the same as like one of the brute's axes, which is fantastic. Oh, right, I only have to kill 3 of them. For some reason, I was thinking of it as like, oh, it's like coded similarly to a mace, not it's coded similarly to a big ass battle axe. Which is so much better. Like, God, that reminds me of something that I was kind of disappointed of. I think they merely moved it instead of removing it entirely. But I love little Easter eggs like that. Like in Kingdom Come 2, there you can find a dev room, which is something that's rarely done. It used to be that for like the SNES, all those Squeenix era JRPGs, even Pokemon had one, that you could find a little room where there was nothing but where for some reason there's just the developers in sprite form. They're like, yeah, no, this is basically, you've stumbled upon a room full of the gods that made your settings gods. We're just chill, and we're kind of just really happy you're here because we're dorks like that. And granted, you can only kind of do so much nowadays with just how much additional complexity is present. So the Kingdom Come room is was full of just skeletons. Like, they grabbed all of the scribe assets and like painters, artists to recreate the 11 founding members of Warhorse Studio. And it's fantastic. Like, it was hidden in a bush in an underground area behind the highest difficulty of lock, and you go in there and it's just a room full of skeletons. It's like, what the hell were they working on? Hey, Mort, how's it going? Low. Yeah, for one good reason. Someone thought this was good UI design. Light hurts me. It's just too much. I had to do something. Maybe it's just the quality of TV back then, but I don't remember it being that egregious. It really shows when you put on like the light layering effect. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good night. Like, God, get up. No idea how he played old. Part of it is a lack of comparison. Like, you don't really think much of like old Monster Hunter. You don't think much of having to equip your own pickaxes, manually empty monster parts out of your pouch and stuff between hunts, and like sometimes having, if you don't remember, having to just quit out entirely because, like, yeah, I don't have all of the consumables I should, and my material pouch is full because that's just a game. Woke up just a bit ago. Good morning. Hopefully the rest of your time awake is good and, like, the rest helped. But, like, yeah, you don't notice the scuff and the friction because that was just part of the game. And the way things developed, this game compared to Black Flag or even Unity is lacking. Like, there's so many less features. The parkour is clunky, and sometimes you just go off in a random direction because the Italian you're controlling decides, screw you, monsieur. That was French, but whatever. But compared to Assassin's Creed 1, this game was smoother, more streamlined, allowed you to swim, which made the Venice map possible, because if you land in the drink in old one, or in AC1, you just died. So it was comparably better and had all of those nicer features, but that just kept compiling to a point where it's like, oh yeah, how did we live without all of these huge quality of life features? We didn't know we need them, and we thought we already had a massive quality of life update. Like that, I don't know, that kind of history is always a little bit fascinating to me, because, like, yeah, no, games sometimes don't hold up, but in context, like, I remember when this came out, and it was the best thing ever, and between how, between how the company's reputation went and now, totally different. Wait, wrong screen. Right screen. It gets me every time how much this lights up my model. I haven't had so much fun with the color overlay since I played that one Wolfenstein game where everything is just green. Oh, hello.
Ben trovato, Ugo. What's the trouble?
You and Rosa managed to escape from Session, but the others were not so lucky. Emilio's captured them, and now they await execution.
I should probably see if I can get that to set up automatically on boot, because it's a fun feature, and it really shows off like some cool color grading stuff. But because like I remember, wait, when this goes back from bright, yeah. Because I'm just comparing the screen and the tint on my model right now. Because some maps, especially Montergioni and unfortunately Fiori, is really good at showing the fact that each city has its kind of own tint color, which is a really cool idea in theory. In practice, the problem arises with the fact that it might be just because it's nighttime, but Venice both has a very...
The markets belong to the people. Emilio said he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Yeah,
Your crimes cannot continue.
God, Nick.
The people won't allow it.
Like, it's cool in theory, but in practice,
The markets belong
not enough of these areas have strong enough color grading or overlays or effects. They... I want to go get that bank, though. 4 allies, 1 needed alive.
I see him.
All right, this way.
I never saw you.
Beautiful. Because I think Venice's tint color is blue, which is a bit of a problem because a blue tint is... Oh, wait. I see a Monsieur. I see a dude. Wrong one! Give me my 75% notoriety decrease. Dang it. Happens every time. How dare he uses my philosophy of go into crowds and hide to make myself more difficult to spot against me. And then grab that poster and all sins are forgiven. Well, like, obviously they used blue for Venice because City of Water. Of course they did. They didn't really have any other use, like any other options, especially because they used green for Tuscany and Montergioni. But blue is just such a natural color to have as a tint, or like they applied it so, like I feel it's more that they if they applied it too aggressively, it washes out the color, which is part of why Fiori is disliked, because it has a gray or brown type of overlay over it, which makes the entire place feel drab, washed out, and disgusting. Which, admittingly, is kind of the point. That kind of hits the vibe. Like, even looking at the architecture and like, it ain't a great place. But the fact that it's kind of noticeable in Florence, but only really noticeable in the areas that aren't... Did I get... Oh, that's the other dudes. But it's really only noticeable in the weakest maps. Are they just not going to notice the... Yep, they don't care about thieves. Love that. means a feature that could be really cool kind of gets underused or hard to notice, which is too bad. And probably on the average better than a setup of like, yeah, this entire thing is yeah, this entire area was given amber or brown. Hey, are you guys gonna apply yourself and get up here? Please and thank you. Hurry. Hurry. Like, you get to a place with an like the amber hue, and it's like, oh, we have showed up in where any movie made in America claims is we have the Mexico filter over us, the washed out brown and olive like amber drab. In a moment, we're going to hear like stereotypical Western music, or maybe a bit of mariachi if we're lucky. We won't be lucky. Smack, smack.
Listen to them squeal. It's no wonder their master hides.
Excuse me, pardon me. Gentlemen. Ah. Yes, meat shield for me, my minion. You have been conscripted. God. The way taunt works is also really funny. It's a really useful feature that makes one of the enemies that you're fighting immediately attack you. However, it doesn't check which one you're targeting and thus directing it at. It's just like anyone engaged can. It's also really funny the fact that with polearm wielders, their whole thing is they can sweep you off your feet and make you vulnerable for everyone else. If they're fighting you solo, however, all that accomplishes is they sweep you off your feet and miss their follow-up attack. Like, it's a good thing in general. In general, any game that it's like, yeah, their insta-kills exist, they're never directed at the player. It's kind of good game design. Like, I've only seen it used sort of effectively in horror games, or like survival horror, where that means that, yes, practically speaking, hang on, there's a official that I want to gank to make sure that I don't become notorious next hit. And I whiffed it. Walking down the bridge. Hey, was that an assassin, or did somebody in sad situation forget that all of our streets are water and jumping off a roof into sheer water, unless you break surface tension first, is just concrete. Practically speaking. If you ever belly flop, that's about the same feeling. If you haven't belly flopped, go find a big pool of water where you can, and go in belly first. It hurts. And why not? Excuse me. Jump onto someone on a bench. Are you capable of thought?
It's the solution.
No, I am not. Hell yeah, Sith. Why stealth? when you can simply use the wonderful property of bullshit. God. God, my favorite thing in every game, and I didn't realize this until it started showing up. Or I started, like, I think it was Ghost of Tsushima that I noticed it because it, like, has a more formalized declaration of it, but fear effects of, like, do something impressive, like with a counter kill or with poison or with something, causing a group of enemies to flee.
Andiamo.
Yeah, exactly. It works perfectly if no one is left alive to report that there was an intruder. That might be a reason why in one corner of one of the maps in the new Indiana Jones game, there's just a pile of dead bodies because I'm like, I was given a revolver. I haven't tested how this worked yet. I'm going to see how this goes. And it's just like, oh, you know the scene in Raiders where that one dude does all the fancy sword tricks and Indy just shoots him? Yeah, they want you to recreate that. Like if you see an enemy that's like, I can't beat that, you have the option to just pull out a gun and shoot him. Granted, you can only hold like, I think it's like 8 bullets in reserve. Like at most you can hold 6 in and another one or another cylinder's worth out. Like it's not a massive amount of ammo. It's probably less than the amount of... Oh, I gotta wait for him to catch up. It's probably less than what... Oh, hey. Ooh, thanks for the mitosis. I'm actually going to not pause the game because I'm waiting for people to catch up. 2 allies, 1 needed alive. They got their asses caught. All right. Hey. Put him there. Put him there. And some sunglasses. Because we need it. Well, we hope things are going well with you, Butterfly. Long back. You know that scene? Wait, what scene was improv? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, that... Oh, they're actively in combat. That's why they're not doing well. How did you idiots get into combat? Yeah, it was because Harrison Ford had dysentery that day. And was like, or was have dysentery on set during that. As like, I can't, like the original plan was for a fancy whip versus sword show off. It's like, I can't do that right now. So they just improvised that scene and it's amazing. I feel like there's definitely several other cases. I just can't remember any of them off the top of my head. Where it's like there's one that no one will get, but it's at the end of a Akira Kurosawa movie, Sanjuro, the sequel to Yojimbo, where it was so effective that it pretty much created the entire trope of anime characters getting cut and exploding in a shower of blood, because they're homaging that scene and it became industry standard. And it was this duel at the end, which is, first of all, just a really good final like showdown duel. And the blood pump on the actor malfunctioned, so that instead of doing a normal proper amount, it dropped everything. It was so much more fake blood than they wanted to, and by the time they they were done with the scene.
Just have to substitute this letter.
The ground was too wet for them to clean it up and try it again. They didn't have the budget at that point of filming to reshoot the scene and get like do like another day of filming, get new fake blood and repair the pump. So they just leave it in, and like the main character's look of shock on his face is entirely legit because it was a surprise to him too. So yeah, it's so iconic now. Like both that scene and the Indiana Jones just shoot him. Like the weirder things with the Indy one, it works really well with his character. Like Indiana Jones is not or is kind of rough around the edges as a character, and it's just would do that.
But let's see how you do out in the open.
Top of that tower then? Torno fra un attimo.
I think like part of it is, oh, I remember this because I always fuck up the climb at some point and go like 5 minutes. That's plenty of time to, oh god, oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, he's kind of a dumbass. Like, one of the reviews I've heard about the game is that he's the perfect character for it, since first of all, he's just kind of inherently unlucky, but not in a way that's fatal. And things escalate to an amazing degree that's like, did I mess up a dodge and get hit in the face? Yeah, that's perfectly in character for him. Did I completely fuck up stealth and get caught? Also good. That works. It's just at every point you feel like he's improvising. And I had a similar thought with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that Henry is also a character in that type of thing where you can do everything perfectly right, but the character is written and is in such a way that he feels like a bumbling oaf at all points.
Looks like you've learned all I have to do.
Or you can absolutely fuck it up at every point and every stage. And that works because he's a bumbling oaf. And I was playing, it's like, okay, if I end up doing this stealth perfectly and have a couple close calls, great. If I end up absolutely beefing it, like once I got the black shirt disguise and tried to walk into the camp, like the restricted military camp, and take some things, I got spotted and ended up fist fighting the entire camp. Mostly by sitting in one room and shooting anyone who came in, because there was also a lot of ammo just lying around. And I'm like, I have actually been enjoying the melee combat to a point where I haven't fired the revolver yet. I'm going to try this out. It's like, yeah, that feels right. They just kept on coming in, and I'm like, okay, I think I've gotten all of them. And then another one was like, hey, there's a body here. Sound the alarm. Like, god dang it. Bang! Dead. And I hope that it's just at every point of the game, a revolver bullet is an insta-kill. Because the game is interesting. You would feel that it's action-adventure because that's largely the genre that the movies go into, and they do a great job playing homage to the movies. It's actually an immersive sim. It feels so much closer to a game like Deus Ex or like System Shock, or well, Fallen Aces. That was in the Discord, the direct comparison. It's like, yeah, no. It's an immersive sim. You have a goal. You have multiple ways to go through it. You can find a disguise and just walk through, walk right up, punch everyone out, stealth kill them, or be like, I'm going to do this loud.
Once I have my little band of thieves.
Oh yeah, yeah, it really is. Like, it kind of hit me when I was sneaking through the camp that I ended up accidentally killing everyone in because I got my stealth broke.
Now I'll tell you what to do with them.
and I was going the first time before I got the disguise, I was taking a high route along like the rooftops and scaffolding, and like, why does this feel like Dishonored?
And now awaits delivery to set.
Oh my god, this feels like Dishonored because it is just Dishonored. It feels like
finished, I'll need you to fetch me a boat as well. And
it feels like this because it is so bad at stealth. Good news, it doesn't matter. My favorite thing is immersive sims with no morality system. Simply because that means in those, well, not necessarily immersive sims, but stealth games with no morality system, like no score, nothing to keep track about how stealthy or non-stealthy you were. Just it honestly lets you take a loud approach and gives you tools, lets you do a stealthy approach and gives you tools, lets you go about it in the way that you want to. Because and that works perfectly for an Indiana Jones game, because you can go in with stealth, absolutely fuck something up from either a story mandated screw up or a player made screw up, and you're like, all right, this is still perfectly in character. Because like games like Metal Gear or even Dishonored, it's good, but it does have a little bit of a problem with the morality system, which never really addressed until Death of the Outsider, where it's just like, all right, we're ditching this entirely. It's not working out. Because in the first game, there was a mathematically determined amount of people you can kill and still get the quote-unquote good ending. In the second game, they gave the heart that usually just gives you world-building lore and trivia a little bit more relevance, in that if you can aim it at a person and it'll say things like, it'll give you some indication on like their private lives. So that leads to the questionable instance of just save scumming and hitting the same guard in your way with the heart until it says like, yeah, he yells at his wife. It's like, all right, I can kill this guy and gain morality instead of lose it. And then Death of the Outsider, like, all right, do whatever. We don't care. Dishonored's good. So remember High Chaos. Oh, did you? So there's official challenge names, or like official fan name challenges that are really funny. Did you do Corvo Atano, the loudest man in Dunwall? Also, welcome in, Whisper. How's the fishing? Catch anything? Because that challenge is just, you can't use any powers except for ones that you use explicitly to remove grenades and stop bullets, stuff to make sure that it's a fair fight, because no one likes a cheater. You have to announce your arrival by pistol shot or some other purposefully loud way. Will this work? And sword fight absolutely everyone. It's fantastic. Love them. Yeah, the fishing emotes are cute. I've had some emote ideas, but like, I don't know. Brain's been weird, and I'm like, I'm prop, and like, I just am going to wait a bit before seeing if these are good ideas.
Molto bene, Ezio. This is
I haven't, but did no powers non-lethal run on heart. Damn. Now I understand why you were streaming that for so long. While leaving emote and flipping all those would be perfect emotes for you. You should grab some. Yeah, there's one I've wanted to do that's just a dumb anime reference. I want one that's Bread sitting there, gets a bucket of water dumped on him, and then the result is a very wet Rhine, or very wet Reen. I think that one would be funny. And there's a couple others, but the problem is I actually have somehow I have more ideas for animated emotes, and those one it's hard to find like specific custom emotes for people since there's a lot of bases floating around, and it's usually like pick 3 off of, or pick a handful off of this template, and anything custom is more so.
Your good work has restored us to our former strength, Ezio. We are ready to strike.
But I didn't look too hard.
I'll see that it is.
Yeah, the hardest part of getting anything commissioned is finding like the right person.
Archers around the palazzo. Kill them, but do so
Because like it's a,
as they fall.
you have to balance how much you're willing to pay for it for quality. Because more you pay, more quality you get. That's just how it works.
This building here, and discuss next steps.
Then you have to find someone who's like has a workflow that you know and can communicate with, and like, and also like art style is a big consideration. As much as I hate to admit it, part of the reason that the Corpse 2.0 design doesn't exist yet is because I'm being very fussy and specific on art style, and was waiting for like a couple months with one person who had one that I really liked before it's clear like, you don't just have some stuff going on, you have a qualifying life event going on. And then I switched to another one who's like, hey, I know that you are actively having a qualifying life event, but it seems a lot more dealable than the first one, and like I don't want to leave all that stress on the first person. So yeah, it's been a whole thing. The funny thing is that it seems like the curse is all partially becoming whatever model I think if I ever get like 2 models paired together, the one that I think will be done first won't. Yeah, there's been like I don't blame any of them involved, because it's like, yeah, I agreed to this under the assumption that it'll take a long while.
Get off me!
And where are we going? I don't know. We'll just grab you again and throw you off here. All right, you said. Oh, come on. There we go. Hell yeah. I'm very up right now, but I hope the ass is in Creed. The ass is in fact in Creed. It is going. But yeah, it'll happen eventually, and until it does happen, it's motivation for me to not just in a fit of emotion decide to delete all my accounts.
Go back down. Get him. There.
Oh, come on. Wait. I think specifically what it is of why I'm able to do like running assassinations is that if I'm not, it's not that they're not in a combat ready state. It's that I'm not actively recognized as being in combat. I'm just running around doing, like running around, but not actively fighting yet. Also, I absolutely love the fact that these missions, even though in terms of story and like production value are kind of low, go here, kill however many people, go here, why did that not hit a well
done, Ezio.
Leap of faith. Weird.
Going according to plan.
The point of these early missions are to move you around Venice, to get you used to navigating the city of canals, and also get you up and towards viewpoints
They can distract the guards.
to rapidly get you some basic map coverage. They did the exact same thing in Florence before your family got murdered with a race where you race your brother up to the top of a church tower. Do a couple errands around town to get you some points of interest like fast travel or just basic familiarity with the city, where it's like you're going to be within spitting distance of the Duomo. And the point of that is, wait, I think, ow, that was some armor. My model reworked and someone's working on it, but the save files went tits up, so then in limbo for a year and feel, yeah, that, I feel that, like, I hate like having to fully cancel something like that, because like I know they're working hard. I know something like that isn't their fault, but like with the model for Static, there's had a conversation with the artist of that who had a good qualifying life event.
House of Cards is crumbling, Emilio.
A minor setback. It will be dealt with. This povero shame.
Like they're able to go back
Never mind
in with
the assassin you should be worried about.
back to college and like, no, do that. That's more important. Like it's been a long time, so we talked about it. I was like, yeah, just get the art done, and I'll relieve you from the stress and get a different rigor. Like, where?
Very well. I'll be back.
Oh.
Assuming you still live. If you want my advice, I'd find a less confusing.
Guardia! Guardia!
Hello.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I almost got them both. I don't know what this is happening. Where'd he go? Is he just running laps around the palace? Hey, you're getting assassinated. Go take a lap. Yeah, he's just running in a circle. And I am the fool who is running behind him. Got him. Okay. No rigor. I have a save spot if I ever get nice.
I feel no fear, assassin. Only regret.
Yeah, because I've done the same thing for the new corpse model that, like, I paid half for the 3D modeling already so that that'll get, when I get the design, I just have to do the other half. And like for Static at least, that one was experimental, discounted because a friend needed some cash. And oh shit, Aerostorm. I understand why there's a ability of assassin recruits in later games is Aerostorm.
Sorry.
Just from this one.
I couldn't resist.
Like it's
Come, let's open the gate for Antonio.
like I can't complain. All things considered, it I have a hard time suggesting, like, for people like, hey, who's your artist rigger mod? I need people for models. Like, I can suggest some.
Tear down Emilio's banners. Return what he has stolen from the
Most of the people I work with are like dropped off the face of the internet. Can't wait till I someday have it. Yours will look really cool. Like I've seen the art you've been doing, and even the worm on a string and black hole like PNG you have now. That looks really cool, and like I'm excited to see you have the full model, because like that movement will be great.
Do you know him? Carlo Grimaldi. He sits on the Council of
I
10.
know the original intent of that PNG. See that? Oh.
I have a meeting to attend.
Hey, you can go check out more. Got their art up, like Blue Sky or like the couple of VODs. Ah, things are happening. Quick, punch a guard. Why did Ezio bleed from his armpit there? In the void. It's a good place for you. It's a lot of space. And I just realized I did the same thing where I clicked on the tits. But yeah, it's stuff that'll happen eventually, and like although I think I should probably get working on a couple of things that I wanted to do with Static and Reen. Like, I think how I have stuff set up right now for Corpse and Bread, it's good for the day shift. It's just that the night shift, I've had some ideas that I want to do stuff with. Hell yeah. Yeah, more is cool. Yeah, it's always good to have plans and like stuff to look forward to and machinations. The problem I usually run into is that after a point, it's less after a point when things get stalled, like I get demotivated because it's like I don't want to do this ahead of time and like forget the details. I want to figure it out alongside like the stuff I'm waiting for. The Gaspis. Derp. All right. The Spear, Archbishops, and Gondola. Ah, it's a following. Yeah, it's just like enough stuff that like count. Hang on, my brain is washing of the emote. Yeah, I love seeing everyone else's emotes, and like every time I check for like an update for my own emotes, I realize like, wait, how have I filled like every slot except for the tiers of subs that I don't want? I actively don't want people to do a tier 2 or 3 because the only reason to really sub to my channel is for the emotes, which admittingly I only put them on there because they're stuff that I want to use. That's why one of them's a spam emote. Okay. Oh. Join my art has been gifts and I feel. Well, I mean, that just means people care. Yeah, it's easier to keep things rolling, but once something stalls, it's hard to pick back up with that motivation. You get sidetracked. Yeah, especially for things that get worn out. Like there's been a couple notes that's just like I never was able to capitalize on this because I immediately went from motivated and willing to work on this to absolutely worn out from work. And by the time now that I have energy, it's like, okay, do I want to use my limited energy on this or do I want to do something else? And like, is this idea even good anymore? Which is a whole other thing, but yeah. So yeah, it's really hard to like deal with like the gift art and like I don't think Ace is in here anymore, but she has tried to strangle me over internet a couple of times for her giving me a gift and me immediately revenge gifting something back to her. It's like, no, I refuse to accept this as a gift. This will become a trade. I am not good at receiving gifts. Trying to get back and drawing. Yeah, I've like tried and failed a couple times to like stick to a schedule for drawing. On one hand, I have drawn like I have gotten to a point where I can draw a pretty good bread. On the other hand, that's not really a impressive thing because bread was designed to be extremely easy to draw. So like I or any arbitrary person could do a good job with like elementary techniques. Yeah, but it matters a lot more that you're trying. Like the time will pass regard. What do you mean detected? By whom? Who else is on this roof? Would it have been better if I just grabbed him and threw him? I mean, wait. I know what it is. He technically did detect me before he died because I was doing it while holding down the R1 button. Which that... the way old Creed games work, that means I was in quote-unquote high-profile mode, which means essentially all of my actions in that mode of being are louder. The bird. Although I am more than happy to blame the pigeons. Surveillance cameras. The Renaissance birds. I'm totally sidetracked, tired out from offline stuff, and to get back things I was working on. It's been like 2 months since touch things. Yeah. I leave. I leave notes for myself and I get back to things as like, I have no idea how to do this. Or I get asked by people like, hey, how did you do this thing on your stream? Like, I don't know. That thing you asked about is fossilized. I don't know how that got set up or by whom or how I did it, but it is just, if that stops working, I am going to have a time and a half trying to figure out how I did that and how to redo that. Okay, random jester. Enjoy. Happens. Yep. Birds aren't real. Oh, that's the conspiracy they want you to believe. In reality, it's the government hiding fancier and more exotic types of birds. Drones are the unreal thing here. You gotta know that. Gotta make notes. Make notes and you don't understand the concept. That happens to me so much at work, let alone every other part. Especially if it's something that I set up with when I was tired. Like my bot, it works. It works well. The code is atrocious. I should really strip it all out and recode the entire thing. But like, God, that is so much additional work to understand, even with my own notes, what I was talking about. And then to go on and figure out what everything else was. And like how to set it up in a better way. But like, if I don't touch it right now, it works. And that's good. I'm okay with it being like that. Right up until I try to add a new feature. I'm like, what the hell? What idiot wrote this? Oh, right. I did. What idiot let me write this? Oh, right. Also me. What idiot? I'm going to stop asking this question because I already know the answer. Okay, one more time. What idiot coded it like this and thought this was a fully explainable, and this comment explained everything perfectly? It's a vicious cycle. That's without getting into the fact that 9 times out of 10, you know what? I'm just going to borrow a boat and follow him like that. This is completely non-conspicuous gondola convoy. Although, did they really need to tell me that dude was the target? Like, the Thieves Guild base is right over there. This dude got out in a circle. God damn. Oh, I needed to be closer to this dude. Yeah, idiot, where are you gonna go? We're on a boat. I do love the boat ones, or the boat contracts, because it's like, well, once you get on there, you can just fight your way through it. If you don't desync from the act of, you know, getting detected, where are they going to go? They're on a boat. There's no out of bounds, actually. Yeah. I don't know. Creativity is rough, especially when you have a brain or something else that makes it hard to focus on the creativity part of things. I just try to be happy that the little bit that I can do compared to the ideas I have or want to, they're either, this is an idea that's either going to take hours of learning APIs and custom code to do one little thing that I'm not sure is revolutionary enough to do or to justify its existence. Or this is a good idea. I have no idea how to do this myself. I have no idea how to communicate to someone who would know how to do this, how to do it. And I'm not even sure it's worth it with the time. Or there's the ones that's like, this is cool. However, oh, come on. I was aiming for the crossbeam. I was aiming for the thing that would let me just, you know, walk between them. Well, fortunately, I won't search this crowd. And, like, yeah. The ideas that are just like, this is actually an impossibility that it can't really be done, but it would be cool. Because I was trying to get set up in Warudo for my 3D bread model that I figured there'd be some way to read like head angles, so when I bang my head against my desk IRL, it gets picked up by my model and plays a little squeaky noise. I figured out a way to get the angles. I don't think, or from what I was looking at, I don't believe that there's an option in Warudo in order to process that in a way. And like, yeah, it's easier to write custom code from that, but that's a whole other thing. You know what? I just saw the time. I think we're gonna end it there. So, thanks for coming by. Oh, wait, that's the BRB. Yeah. I'm gonna end it there. See, go find someone to raid. Thanks all for coming by. I'm going to be trying my hardest to be live on Christmas Day at some point, as I want to make a bit of a tradition to have a stream that day for, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but it's definitely not a Christmas stream. Just the hide in a basement, ignore the actual season. So if you have a history of the day and aren't in the festive mood, there's a place. See if there's someone to raid. And I'm not seeing anything. A lot of people drinking. A lot of stuff. Oh, wait. I don't think I've ever... So... no. I don't know the timer as of now. But if not afternoon, I'll post it on, they'll be on Blue Sky, I'll be on the Discord. I'll try to like actually communicate it, but I have no idea when my own plans are going to be done with that day. But yeah, we're going to be rating Kemi Kraus. I caught her debut stream, and then her regular streaming schedule has been so late that I've never been able to catch another stream. Yeah, she's playing Ghost of Yotai, and that is close enough to Assassin's Creed. As in, that is the game that made Assassin's Creed be like, okay, we have to make an Assassin's Creed game in ancient and feudal Japan because they beat us to it, and we ignored them for years, but this proved it. Anyway, good luck. No, that is actually what happened. Ghost of Tsushima came out, and then in a suspiciously Ubisoft dev cycle amount of time later, Assassin's Creed Shadows came out. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, good luck out there. Yeah, that tracks.